The Aurory NFT token mint was just yesterday, and it was a disaster. Let's see what kind of effect this is going to have on the Solana ecosystem and what the future of Solana NFTs has in store coming up. Hello and welcome to the Crypto Jungle. My name is Baloo the Bear, and here on the channel we do technical analysis, fundamental analysis with a focus on telling the truth, because there is enough hype and enough nonsense in the crypto space already. So if that is something that interests you, then I invite you to hit the subscribe button down below. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. So I want to talk about Solana, and I want to talk about the Aurory NFT mint. So for those who don't know, this was a disaster. Basically, the devs made a mistake on the minting amount that was required. They had anticipated, or they priced each NFT at 5 Solana, which was, you know, give or take around $550, $600, depending on what time you were looking at Solana at the time. But what ended up happening is these NFTs were sold for 1 Solana. It was also a very hyped project. There were thousands and thousands and thousands of people knocking at the door to get one of these NFTs all at the exact same time. The servers were unsurprisingly completely overloaded, and there was a lot of chaos that ensued inside of the Discord after that. So big mistake from the developers, as they priced their assets at 1 Solana as opposed to 5. So they basically left $4 million on the table from these NFT mints. These NFTs are available right now, and the floor price is 46 Solana. 46x overnight. Pretty incredible stuff. If you were one of the ones that did manage to get one of these NFTs, very well done. Kudos to you. You've got a horseshoe up your ass, my friend. You are one lucky individual. So congratulations on that 46x in gains. But what does this mean for the Solana price? We have seen a little bit of a retracement inside of the price of Solana. So let me just jump over to the Solana chart. Looking at Solana on the daily, this is not a good candle to see. This is quite a bearish candle when you have a very long wick at the top of a consolidation, or at the top of a rally rather, and we had a closed below the open of this. So this is a red candle with a very large wick. This is typically referred to as a gravestone doji. Gravestone dojis are a reversal signal. So we've seen some incredible rise inside of Solana, and this has just been a meteoric rise that has been very irrational. The buy signal that we had in the VIP group came in at around 40 bucks. Maybe just a little bit below that at $30. Shout out to Supernova, one of our amazing analysts inside of the jungle, who was keeping everybody abreast of the new and coming technical analysis and technical information that was coming in on the Solana ecosystem. So round of applause to you, Supernova. But yeah, we've been trading this one since $30, so we are up more than 300% in this trade, and it looks like it's possibly coming to an end. Now, this also has the ability to continue to the upside. If this candle does continue to climb, this will be looked at as absorption. Now, absorption is when the asset is meets a area of supply where a lot of sellers are present, typically over break even, big even numbers, like $100 is a pretty big even number. But I don't think that this bull market is concluded. So there's definitely a possibility for a higher price to start materializing in spite of the bearish candles here. Do we need to consolidate a little bit? We'll have to see. Maybe we kind of pause in this general area and fight with the $100 mark before continuing up to higher levels. But what's interesting about the Solana token is it's reminding me a lot of Ethereum back in 2017. 2017, we had the ICO boom. For those who don't know, it was the initial coin offering boom, where a lot of projects were releasing white papers and websites and basically requesting Ethereum in order to receive these tokens and become a participant of these, brand new projects, these original mint of these token projects, and it's reminding me a lot of what's going on in the NFT space. So NFTs are absolutely insane right now. They are very, very hot. They are very high risk and they are very high reward. Please, nothing on this channel is financial advice, and even most of YouTube, you have to be very careful with the information that you consume and the decisions that you make. NFTs is a game of musical chairs, in my opinion, right now. It's just who's going to be left holding the bag, who's going to be left holding the useless JPEG when all of this stuff is done. But in the meantime, people are flipping these by, you know, doubling their money in a day, tripling their money in a week, whatever the case may be. We're seeing some pretty ridiculous price appreciation in these NFTs. Now, this brings me back to Solana. Solana is really growing in the NFT marketplace. Solana art, links below, is really growing, and there's a lot of competition with what we're seeing, and a lot of similarities with what we're seeing with OpenSea, the Ethereum-based NFT marketplace. Now, how this relates to Solana is when you're in this type of environment where you don't invest in the underlying asset, meaning I'm not buying Ethereum to invest in Ethereum, I'm buying Ethereum so that I can get in your ICO. The same sort of thing is happening here with Solana. I don't care about the price of Solana. I'm not investing in Solana. I'm buying Solana so that I can buy an NFT. So when the price becomes irrelevant, the market orders fill. People stop selling, the supply begins to restrict, the demand begins to increase. People aren't trying to nail their entries and get a good limit buy. They're simply saying, hey, I need 10 SOL, or hey, I need 100 SOL, boom, market buy, let me go buy my NFTs. And that's basically it. So that is a very, very strong force of demand that we're dealing with Solana. And it's indicative of what we're seeing inside of the price candles. So, you know, we are going pretty strong. So even though this area right here is showing a lot of supply, is showing a lot of bearishness, I think I'm going to need a few more days to conclude whether this is bullish or bearish. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join the free Discord. Hit me up, ping me in the Discord and ask, hey, what's the latest with Solana currently? So links down below for that one. We can draw a trading range, which showed us kind of the breakout and areas to take note. So this is what's referred to as a creek line. There's actually two ways that you could draw the creek line. There's actually three, but I'm not going to do the hand-drawn way that Richard D. Wyckoff used to do. But basically, you have a break of a resistance inside of a consolidation, and that is what's known as your creek. So as soon as the price commits above the creek, you can see the commitment of this candle right here. Coming on, well, the volume looks kind of low right now, but we had a convincing breakout, a very solid daily candle close above this line of the creek, came back down, beautifully tested it, and since that point, if you were to enter on that test at $33, you are laughing right now, regardless of the bearishness in the short term. So from the Wyckoff perspective, we've had an accumulation. The accumulation will result in markup. How high we go with this markup is yet to be seen, but typically when you have a consolidation, these consolidations go and they get shorter and shorter, and the price to the upside gets higher and higher. So the last real consolidation that we had inside of Solana was back down here, this general area right here. And we had from that one, from the break of the box, we were looking at approximately 198% to the conclusion before a pretty severe reaction. So where are we right now from the top of the box? 123%. So if things are really getting heated up here, could we see another 200% from the top of the box? Do we need to see some sort of retracement or consolidation before we attempt to hit those levels? I don't know. Let's see what 198 looks like. Yeah, that's basically 175. That's kind of a psychological number. We're getting close to 200. If it really starts going that high that quickly, there's going to be a lot of people willing to sell at these prices, regardless of what's going on in the NFT space. But if the NFTs continue to be crazy and you can make 46x overnight, like what? You can make 46x overnight with these NFTs, then yeah, we can anticipate that people are really not going to care about what the price of Solana is. So that's all the time I have for today. If you guys enjoyed this content, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if there are any projects that you would like me to take a look at, leave them in the comments section down below. And until next time, please trade safe. It is a jungle out there. Peace.